Ruskin-born fascination with paranormal find expression in the macabre tale. Paranormal means what which could not be explained through science, and macabre means disturbing. Mr. Oliver, a school teacher, is on his way back to school late one night when he meets a strange young boy. Mr. Oliver, who is a school teacher, was on his way back, coming back from his school late one night when he meets a strange young boy. The boy was young, but he was strange. The encounter fills him with terror and he takes to his heels. Take to his heels means he ran very fast, runs away very fast, only to discover that there is no escape for him. Ruskin makes skillful use of all the elements of horror story, fear, surprise, suspense and mystery to explore humanity's collective fascination with the dark. Now we'll start the chapter. A Face in the Dark. Mr. Oliver, an Anglo-Indian teacher. Anglo-Indian teacher means Anglo-Indian relating to both Britain and India, was returning to his school late one night. So he was returning back to his school. It was a boarding school, a residential school. One night on the outskirts means the remote part of a city, of the hill station of Simla, now known as Shimla. From before Kipling's time, Rudyard Kipling, the school had been run on English public school lines. English public school lines means could be a convent school, Christian schools, and the boys, most of them from wealthy Indian families, and the students, all the students were from very rich families. They wore blazers, caps and ties. Life magazine in a feature on India had once called it the Eton of the East. It was also called the Eton of the East. Eton is a well-known school, a famous and a well-known school in England. So this school was also a very good school, and compared to that same school, Eton, that's why it was known as the Eton of the East. The Simla Bazaar with its cinema and restaurant was about 3 miles from the school. The Simla Bazaar, the famous bazaar of Shimla, with its cinema halls and restaurants, was about 3 miles from the school. Mr. Oliver, a bachelor, usually strolled into the town in the evening. As Mr. Oliver was a bachelor, unmarried, so in the evening he didn't have anything to do. So he used to go for a leisurely walk in the town in the evening time, returning after dark when he would take a shortcut through the pine forest. And while returning back, he always took a shortcut because it was dark at the night. When there was a strong wind, the pine trees made sad eddy sound that kept most people to the main road. And when there was strong wind, at times when it was the wind was strong, the pine tree made sad and strange sound. Because of the blowing of the wind, the sound made by the pine tree was strange, mysterious, and that's why many people kept away from this road and kept themselves to the main road. They never tried to take this shortcut. But Mr. Oliver was not a nervous or imaginative man. But Mr. Oliver was very different from other people. He was not nervous at all, so he used to take the shortcut. He carried a torch, and its gleam, the batteries were running down. On that day he was carrying a torch, and the bright light of the torch was running down, moved fitfully down the narrow forest path, and he was continuously moving down the narrow path. When its flickering light fell in the figure of a boy who was sitting alone on a rock, suddenly the inadequate light of the torch fell on a boy who was sitting all alone on a rock. Mr. Oliver stopped. Boys were not supposed to be out after dark, and Mr. Oliver thought that the boy belonged to his own school and they were not supposed to move out after dark. "What are you doing here, boy?" asked Mr. Oliver sharply. So he suddenly asked the boy that what was he doing there, moving closer so that he could recognize the miscreant. Miscreant means the person who has done something wrong. So what wrong the boy had done, because he was out at dark, and so he asked the boy, "What are you doing here?" But even as he approached the boy, Mr. Oliver sensed that something was wrong. So as he was approaching the boy, he suddenly sensed, it could be his sixth sense that told him that something is wrong there. The boy appeared to be crying. The boy appeared to be crying. In fact, he was not crying, he appeared to be crying. Why it appeared? Because there wasn't any sound there. His head hung down, his head was bent down. He held his face in his hands. He was holding his face in his hand, and his body shook convulsively. His body was shaking in a convulsive manner, in a disorderly manner. It was a strange, soundless weeping. His weeping was very strange. Though he was weeping, but still it was soundless. That's why it was strange. And Mr. Oliver felt distinctly uneasy. And he was, Mr. Oliver, remember, he was not a person who was nervous at all, but this time he was nervous and he was feeling uneasy. He was clearly feeling uneasy. Well, what's the matter? He asked. So he asked the boy again, what's the matter with him? His anger giving way to concern. Now his anger, he was very angry at looking at the boy, because the boy was out at the dark and we were the thing which they were not supposed to do at all. So he was now a bit concerned about the boy. Instead of being angry, he was a bit concerned about the boy, because he saw the boy crying. What are you crying for? The boy would not answer or look up. So he asked the boy, what are you crying for? But the boy didn't answer him at all. Neither did he look up. His body continued to be racked with silent sobbing. So his body was still moving in a disorderly way, shaking, and because he was crying, sobbing, but it was very silent. It was without any sound. Come on, boy, you should not be out here at this hour. At this hour means at night, at this hour when it was dark, you should not be here, he told the boy. Tell me the trouble, look up. He asked the boy about his trouble. He asked him to look up. The boy looked up, and finally the boy looked up. He took his hands from his face and looked up at his teacher. At his teacher, it means that the boy belonged to that particular school where Mr. Oliver was teaching. He looked at his teacher. The light from Mr. Oliver's torch fell on the boy's face. The torch which he was holding in his hand, the light of the torch fell on the boy's face, if you could call it a face. And you can't call it a face, because on a face there are eyes, nose, ears, mouth, teeth, and there was nothing of this sort on his face. It had no eyes, ears, nose or mouth. It was just a round, smooth head. There wasn't anything on the face. It was only round as a smooth head with a school cap on top of it. School cap means the boy belonged to that school only, and that's where the story should end, and that could be the end of the story. But for Mr. Oliver, it did not end there. But for Mr. Oliver, that wasn't the end. The story continued further. The torch fell from his trembling hand. His hand started trembling because now he was scared. He was afraid. The torch fell from his hand. He turned and scrambled down the path. Scramble means moved very quickly down the path, blindly through the trees. Now he was running blindly without seeing and calling for help, and he started shouting for help. He was still running towards the school building. Remember, he was a teacher there and he worked there for so many years. That's why he knew the each and every path. So he was running towards the school building when he saw a lantern swinging in the middle of the path. Suddenly he saw a lantern, a sort of a old torch, was swinging in the middle of the path. Mr. Oliver stumbled up to the watchman. He tripped up to the watchman. The watchman was having this lantern. Gasping for breath, he was breathing very fastly. He was so he asked, "What is it, Sahib?" asked the watchman. It was a watchman this time who asked, "What's the problem with you? What is it, Sahib? Has there been any accident? Why are you running?" So he asked Mr. Oliver that why was he running? Was there any accident? "I saw something horrible. A boy weeping in the forest and he had no face." So Mr. Oliver replied back to the watchman that he saw something very horrible. A boy weeping in the forest and he had no face. "No face, Sahib?" The watchman replied. "No eyes, nose, mouth, nothing was there." Do you mean it was like this, Sahib? Asked the watchman and raised the lamp to his own face. So the watchman asked him, do you mean it was like this, Sahib? As the watchman said this, he raised the lamp to his own face. The watchman also had no eyes, no ears, no features at all, not even an eyebrow. And that's when the wind blew the lamp out. So the watchman was also having the same sort of face which the boy was having. Now the question is whether it was a mystery, whether it is really a horror story, or whether the boy and the watchman played a prank on the teacher. There could be two reasons. The reason that it could be a prank was that the boy was wearing a school cap. He knew the way which Mr. Oliver usually took, going to the market and coming back from the market. He usually took the shortcut, and the boy must be aware of the fact. So they played a prank on Mr. Oliver, or it could be a horror story, a mystery story. Now you need to find out whether you take it as a horror story, a suspense thriller, or sort of a prank played by the schoolboy. That was the explanation in English. I would try to explain it in Hindi as well. मिस्टर ऑलिवर जो एंग्लो इंडियन टीचर थे, एंग्लो इंडियन जिनका माँ या बाप एक में से एक ब्रिटिशर हो, वॉज रिटर्निंग टू स्कूल लेट वन नाइट, और वो एक दिन अपने स्कूल से वापस लौट रहे थे। वो यूजुअली वही रास्ता लेते थे, शाम के समय एक शॉर्टकट लेते थे जिससे वो वापस आते थे, और उनको हमेशा, क्योंकि वो अच्छी तरह से जानते थे इससे वो जल्दी पहुंच जाएंगे। मिस्टर ऑलिवर एक बैचलर, यानी उनकी शादी नहीं हुई थी, तो शाम के समय उनके लिए बहुत ही वो बहुत फ्री रहते होंगे, उनको खाने पीने की भी दिक्कत होती होगी, तो वो शायद शिमला बाजार की मार्केट में जाते थे, वहाँ पे खाते पीते थे, इंजॉय करते थे, और रात होने से पहले पहले एक शॉर्टकट लेके वापस आ जाते थे। वो शॉर्टकट जो दूसरे लोग नहीं लेते थे, क्योंकि जब भी कभी तेज आंधी या तेज हवा चलती थी तो पाइन ट्रीज जो थी फॉरेस्ट में, जंगल में, वो एक अजीब सी आवाज निकालती थी, जिसके कारण बहुत से लोग उस जगह से दूर रहते थे। वे वहां पे आना पसंद नहीं करते थे, वो लोग डरते थे वहां आने से। और मिस्टर ऑलिवर हमेशा की तरह आज भी वापस लौट रहे थे अपने स्कूल की तरफ। अचानक उन्होंने, उनके हाथ में वो टॉर्च लिए हुए थे, और टॉर्च से वो देखते जा रहे थे कि कहाँ पे क्या रास्ता है। अचानक चलते चलते, और टॉर्च की बैटरी भी थोड़ी थोड़ी मध्यम होती आई थी, डिम होती जा रही थी। चलते चलते वो एक जगह पहुंचते हैं जहाँ पे देखते हैं एक बच्चा बैठा है पत्थर के ऊपर, रो रहा है। वो धीरे धीरे सुबक रहा है, उसके सुबकने की आवाज़ नहीं आ रही है, और वो सुबक रहा है। मिस्टर ऑलिवर को लगता है वो उनके स्कूल का ही एक विद्यार्थी है जो रात में यहाँ पे बैठा हुआ है, जो कि बच्चों को करना अलाउड नहीं था, जिसके लिए उनको इजाज़त नहीं थी कि रात के समय, जैसा कि अक्सर बोर्डिंग स्कूल्स में होता है कि रात के समय बच्चे अपने स्कूल से नहीं निकलते हैं। वो बच्चा वहाँ पे बैठा रो रहा था। मिस्टर ऑलिवर, जो कि एक उनकी बात से लगता है कि वो स्ट्रिक्ट टीचर थे, रूल्स रेगुलेशन फॉलो करते थे, उन्होंने बच्चे के पास गए और बच्चे को देखते रहे, और थोड़ी देर बाद उन्होंने बच्चे से पूछा कि क्या बात है, तुम यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हो। बच्चे ने कोई जवाब नहीं दिया। उन्होंने फिर पूछा बच्चे से क्या बात है। अब वो थोड़ा सा, उनका क्रोध शांत हो रहा था, वो बच्चे थोड़ा सा परेशान हो रहे थे, क्योंकि बच्चा लगातार सुबक रहा था। उन्होंने पूछा तुम यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हो। कोई उत्तर नहीं मिलता है। वो बच्चा रो रहा है, उस बच्चे की सुबकने की आवाज़ नहीं आ रही है, लेकिन ऐसा प्रतीक होता है कि वो रो रहा है। उन्होंने कहा तुम्हें मालूम है तुम्हें रात के समय यहाँ पे नहीं होना चाहिए, तुम अपनी परेशानी मुझे बताओ, ऊपर देखो। बच्चा उनका आदेश मान के उनके चेहरे की तरफ देखता है, और जैसे ही देखता है मिस्टर ऑलिवर एकदम से घबरा जाते हैं, हड़बड़ा जाते हैं, क्योंकि जब उनके हाथ की टॉर्च की लाइट उस बच्चे के चेहरे पर पड़ती है तो देखते हैं कि बच्चे का एक चेहरा ही था, उस चेहरे पे कुछ नहीं था, वो बिल्कुल ब्लैंक था, बिल्कुल सपाट था, ना आंखें थी, ना नाक थी, ना मुंह था, ना कान थे। एक बिल्कुल गोल सा एक सपाट चेहरा सा था, जिसके ऊपर एक सर के ऊपर स्कूल कैप लगी थी, जो बताता बच्चा उन्हीं के स्कूल का था। यहाँ पे कहानी ख़त्म हो जानी चाहिए, लेकिन मिस्टर ओलिवर के लिए यहाँ पे कहानी ख़त्म नहीं हुई। वो उनके हाथ से टॉर्च गिर पड़ी, वो दौड़ते भागते उसी रास्ते से स्कूल की तरफ वापस भागने लगे। वो बुरी तरह घबरा गए थे, उनको समझ में नहीं आ रहा था क्या करें। भागते भागते रास्ते में वो रुक जाते हैं, क्योंकि सामने ही चौकीदार खड़ा था जिसके हाथ में लालटेन थी। वो पूछता है उनसे, साहिब क्या हो गया, क्या बात हो गई है, कोई एक्सीडेंट हो गया क्या, आप क्यों दौड़ रहे हो? उसने कहा हाँ। मिस्टर ओलिवर कहते हैं हाँ मैंने देखा, कुछ देखा। क्या देखा? जो कि बहुत डरावना था, बहुत खतरनाक था। एक लड़का रो रहा था जिसका चेहरा नहीं था। चेहरा नहीं था साहिब? चौकीदार ने बड़े अचरज से पूछा। हाँ, मिस्टर ओलिवर ने कहा, उसके ना आँख थी, न नाक थी, न मुंह था, कुछ नहीं था। चौकीदार ने कहा अच्छा साहिब, क्या उसका चेहरा ऐसा था? ये कहते ही चौकीदार ने लालटेन उठाई और अपने चेहरे की तरफ ले गया। लालटेन की रोशनी में मिस्टर ओलिवर ने देखा कि उस चौकीदार का चेहरा भी उसी बालक के समान था। न उस पर आँख थी, न नाक थे, न कान थे, न मुंह था। अब वो बुरी तरह से घबरा गए थे। अचानक जोर की हवा चली और लालटेन की रोशनी भी खत्म हो गई। अब इस कहानी को हम लोग दो तरीके से ले सकते हैं। ये कहानी एक डरावनी कहानी, हॉरर स्टोरी, एक रहस्यमय कहानी भी हो सकती है, और ये कहानी एक मजाक, एक शरारत जो स्कूल के बच्चों ने मिस्टर ओलिवर पे करी हो सकता है मिस्टर ओलिवर एक सख्त टीचर हो, और ऐसे सख्त टीचर को बच्चे हमेशा सबक सिखाना चाहते हैं, परेशान करना चाहते हैं। और कुछ कहानी में संकेत मिल रहा है कि बच्चों ने प्रैंक किया होगा उनके साथ, क्योंकि मिस्टर ओलिवर, बच्चे जानते थे कि हमेशा शाम को वो शॉर्टकट लेके ही लौटते थे। उस रास्ते पे दूसरे लोग नहीं चलते थे क्योंकि वो डरते थे, और मिस्टर ओलिवर वही रास्ता लेते थे। वो रोज़ शाम को शिमला बाज़ार जाते थे अपने खाने पीने के लिए, अपने एंटरटेनमेंट के लिए, मनोरंजन के लिए। तो बच्चों को ये भी पता था, और बच्चा अपने सर पे स्कूल कैप लगाया था, बच्चे ने वो रो रहा था, और उसको मालूम था मिस्टर ओलिवर जो है उस पर ध्यान देंगे, उसके लिए पूछेंगे, क्योंकि शायद वो अपने कायदे कानून के लिए भी प्रसिद्ध होंगे। उनको नहीं पसंद था कोई बच्चा रात के समय बाहर रहे। तो बच्चों को ये सब अपने अध्यापक की सारी बातें पता रहती हैं, तो वो उसी के अनुसार अपना प्लान बनाते हैं। तो बच्चों को पता होगा, और शायद चौकीदार भी उनके उस मजाक में शामिल रहा होगा। तो ये कुछ छोटे छोटे संकेत दिए हैं हम लोग को रस्किन बॉन्ड ने, जो कह सकते हैं कि ये कहानी एक बच्चों द्वारा बनाया गया एक जाल था जिसमें मिस्टर ओलिवर फंस गए, और या फिर एक ये मिस्ट्री भी हो सकती है। That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.